Race number 3 is down the home straight, and it is a really good clash coming up here between Duke Y and Pinghai Bravo. Class 2, 1,000 metres is the trip. Duke Y has an excellent record over the 1,000 metres. Shining Gem, winner of his previous Sha Tin appearance, that was over the 1,200. It was back in July. Victorium has Matthew Poon claiming 2. Pinghai Bravo, he's loving life over the 1,000 metres at the moment, comes into this grade for the first time. Sunny Boy returns to the turf, 1,200 back to 1,000 for him. Baltic Success, all of his success has been in Class 3, and Smart Leader will have his second start for Chris. So, Victorium, Gunnison, Sunny Boy, Tom, they've been to Chungfa.
As per all with the 1,000 metre races as well, speed should be fairly genuine, especially with a horse like Baltic Success in the race. He can go pretty quick up front, did a little last start, but his recent barrier trial suggests he's going good enough at the moment to Baltic Success. Pinghai Bravo should just stalk the speed really. Highland Fortune, Victorium, Shining Gem, one of the other runners on the far side there with the Sunny Boy. Duke Wine, Smart Leader, likely to get back. He's had 2 starts, course and distance, hasn't figured in either of them, but Baltic Success should be the one making all.
Here is Shining Gem. We haven't seen him since December, Shining Gem. Look, he moves nicely though, he looks good. He's been placed down the straight 1,000 before, and I think he's ready to go. So a nice piece of work from Shining Gem. Victorium, he's been out of form recently. This is his last gallop. It was just an even piece for him. He's been up in Chungfa. We'll see if how that's done him any good. I just thought I'd show him because we know he's a class animal on his day. He just hasn't really shown it recently, so that's why I would show that one. And then Pinghai Bravo we're looking at here now. That's him 1, 2, 3 in front, so just flick those 2 around. Janu Park's the one at the back, and he's running later in the card. He'll be probably a favourite as well later on, but Pinghai Bravo going well.
We'll hear from his trainer in just a moment. Firstly, though, we're back to Sha Tin, Paul. Here's Duke Y. This was a very strong field, this one, and he comes back 200 metres, which won't worry him either. No,
he's a 3-time winner down the straight 1,000 metres. Look, he's been a little bit unlucky in some of his runs. You can see here he managed to get in the clear, and he got pretty close to Wellington, who's a very good horse, and it was a really good run from him. So with the £7 claim which he gets once again on Sunday, I think he's going to be right in this.
Yeah, he commenced his run for about the 500. You can see that he's only pulled up a short head away from Wellington on the other occasion. Hard to leave him out with his course and distance record to form, and he was particularly unlucky 2 back behind Beauty Applause. So he's one of the key players.
Skyfield comes out of that race too. He's gone on to win since at Happy Valley and Sight Success, unbeaten going into it. So that was a very strong field that he was in. One of your horses, Tom, Shining Gem, he's been good to you in the past, and there he's copping that nasty check at the 400.
Yeah, well, it was just worth showing this because he was in the market on this occasion and he just got completely knocked over there. There was some interference in front of him with Golden Dash and whatnot, so it was just worth showing that. Now, he hasn't trialled coming into this. That race was back on the 23rd of December. He's dropped 22 pounds. I'd be keen to hear what Paul thinks, how he's been working.
You know, he'd been working well. I showed that piece as well. And look, I think he's quite fit for a fresh up run. He has been placed fresh up in the past, and the 1,000 at this stage is probably the right race for him.
And our final replay before we hear from John Size. Highland Fortune runs 4th here in Sunny Boy. Is he better on the all-weather, Paul?
I think he is these days, Sunny Boy. He's a 6-year-old now. He's getting on a little bit, but look, yeah, I haven't got Sunny Boy in it at all. Highland Fortune's an interesting one coming back here to the straight 1,000 by declaration of war. Look, I haven't got either of these 2 in the end, but we'll see how they get on.
I put in Highland Fortune because, look, he was still there at the end. It was a pretty brave effort from him over the final stage. He was 3 wide, no cover throughout, and it was pretty game, I thought, just the way he was still there fighting on at the end, trying to close. So he made it into the back end.
Early favourite for the race is Pinghai Bravo. Ed Sadler was at track work yesterday morning. He caught up with the man that's got the big horse flying, John Size.
John, Pinghai Bravo's won 3 of his last 4. He's found a new lease on life since you've taken him to the straight course, hasn't he?
He certainly enjoys it, doesn't he? He probably enjoys the tempo of that distance, and the straight course. He gets a bit of room that he probably relishes also. And yeah, he's done very well.
Why did you decide to switch from the bend to straight racing for him?
Well, mainly because he's such a big horse. He probably gets a bit more room. The horses create a bit more space for him, and sometimes you know, it's easier for him to find a run.
Is there more to come from him? Do you think he's got more rating points in hand, John?
Well, yeah, I think horses that are winning like that, they usually got a little bit more to offer. So hopefully he can win another race and go a little bit higher. And eventually we'll have to go back to racing around the bend and see if he's improved at that.
He's had a couple of trials since his last run. You've given him a bit of time since that last run. How's he done since then, John?
Well, there's a big space between the races, but he seems to have done well. He hasn't taken a step backwards. He looks good. He's trained well. The only thing missing is he hasn't had the competition. But with a couple of trials, we'll try and keep him in good shape.
And at the trials here this morning, we got to see Courier Wonder in action. He was very impressive what he did on debut. John, why haven't we seen him at the races since then?
Well, I just think he needs a bit more time to strengthen up. He's gone into Class 3 only after having one run. So therefore he's got to be sort of ready for that and have to improve on what he's been doing. He seems okay at the moment. As you say, his trial is sound. And he should be ready to run shortly.
So Pinghai Bravo, Tom, first started in Class 2 for the big horse, but there's no reason why he can't just step straight up.
No, well, he's measured up so far in his runs, his last three of his last four, he's measured up really well. So I think he can take the next step up here. I think he is probably the horse to beat, but I've got one to tip against him, however.
Yeah, I see it's a two-horse race for me. I hate to say match race, but there's two that really stand out on paper, and obviously he's one of them, and he just keeps improving.
Seabis's got a War Admiral for you, Paul.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know which is which. I'm going to go with Duke White to beat Pinghai Bravo, but I think that's the two for me. So Duke White coming back to the straight 1000, he's just a real fit horse, as Pinghai Bravo is as well. So it's going to be a really good run between the two of them, but one to beat 5. Baltic Success from the front, I think he'll be there for a long period, and Shining Gem 4th. So 1, 5, 8 and 2.
Take a little chance with the 20-1 shot at the moment. That is the Shining Gem. We saw where at Happy Valley last start he got completely skittled, got galloped on there, the right front fetlock. So we had issues, excuses, but look, I think he can run a race first up. He's looks like he's trimmed up fairly well. He's dropped 22 pounds coming to this, fresh down the straight. He has placed 4th down the straight in the past, so I'll go with him on top. Number 2 to beat 5, that is Pinghai Bravo, 1 Duke Y, and 4 Highland Fortune. So 2, 5, 1 and 4, but the each way value around Shining Gem will do me.